Thanks a lot, y'all. So glad to be here. So I'm going to start off with a tune I got from Etta Baker, who's from Morganton, North Carolina. And I met Etta Baker on her 88th birthday. And she made a huge impression on me, and I fell in love with her picking. So I put some words to one of her picking tunes. This is called Sunny Tennessee. If I had the means, I'd travel to sunny Tennessee. I'd have my guitar and my hound dog and my honey baby there with me. Where the road turns gravel by the winding stream, that's where I'll unravel all my tangled up dreams. If I had the means, I'd travel to sunny Tennessee. I'd have my guitar and my hound dog and my honey baby there with me. If I had the means, I'd travel to sunny Tennessee. I'd have my guitar and my hound dog and my honey baby there with me. Where the road turns gravel by the winding stream, that's where I'll unravel all my tangled up dreams. If I had the means, I'd travel to sunny Tennessee. I'd have my guitar and my hound dog and my honey baby there with me. Thank you. Thank you. Well, here's a song I wrote for all these great legends who've gone on and left us here to sing their songs. Thinking especially today about Robbie Robertson from the band and Gordon Lightfoot, Rodriguez. Here's one called All the Old Legends. Now there is a sing-along part on here, no pressure. But I'm not looking for a Mormon Tabernacle choir so much as a bourbon table whacker choir kind of effect. The sing-along part goes, rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer and the songs that we all sing along to. Well, there's a song for the freeway. There's a song for the heartbreak. There's a song for the song's sake, song for the loss of the thrill. And there's a song that you're writing. There's a song still in hiding. If you don't try to find it, probably nobody will. Don't bar the door, she ain't going nowhere. She's seen better days, but she smiles anyways, saying go on and go where the lonely go, dear. Those swinging doors might let a song through. All the old legends are leaving us here. They gave us their best, then they laid down to rest. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer and the songs that we all sing along to. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer and the songs that we all sing along to. There's a song for a dragon There's a song to imagine. There's a song out of fashion that keeps getting better with age. And there's a song for Muskogee. And there's a song for the lonely. There's a song trying to show me the key to that long-lost refrain. The muse is amused with her poet's despair. He's seen better days, but he tries anyways, saying, I gotta go where the lonely go, dear. Those swinging doors might let a song through. All the old legends are leaving us here. They gave us their best, then they laid down to rest. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer, and the songs that we all sing along to. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer, and the songs that we all sing along to. There's a song for the changes, blackbirds and brown angels, blue caught up in tangles, ribbons that fall from the hair, heart of gold trying to stay free, diamonds shining like crazy, purple rain kinda hazy, falling from heaven knows where. You give all you got till you get what you need. It all seems sublime when she whispers a rhyme, saying, I'll meet you down where the lonely go, dear. Those swinging doors might let a song through. All the old legends are leaving us here. They gave us their best, then they laid down to rest. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer, and the songs that we all sing along to. Last chance now. Rivers of whiskey and buckets of beer, and the songs that we all sing along to. Thank you.
That's Jay Brown.
Y'all sounded great. Thank you.
Jay Brown on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. You ever done a contest where you see who can come up with the most references that you made?
Absolutely. I used to say you can have my whole box of CDs if you get all the references.
Well, that would be tough to
Still
catch
got
all
the
of them, I
box.
think.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is your first time here doing this, but you've played on the Blue Plate with a couple of bands, is that right?
Yeah, I was here a couple months ago with the Blushin' Roulettes, which is the band that Angie and Cass, my friends up in Black Mountain, let me play in their band. And they started out in California and moved to Black Mountain. And my wife and I also have a band with them called the Appalachians.
All right, and then you play in one more band as well,
Yeah,
right?
the Lazy Birds were here. That's been a couple years ago.
Okay.
We've been here a couple of times over the years.
But when you play, a lot of your own music and stuff, you play as a one-man band.
That's right.
As you call yourself.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. So you're from over in Black Mountain, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And looks like you play over there a lot. What gigs you got
I
coming
do.
up for folks who might be over that direction?
Well, let's see. Now this evening, my band Laserbirds will be at the Creekside, which is in Hall Creek. Everybody knows where Hall Creek is, right? That's East Asheville. I play first and third Mondays. I do a thing at the White Horse called Local Live, where I'm the host, and we do two different featured artists each time. These different featured artists from all around Black Mountain and Asheville and beyond sometimes. So it's a nice interactive kind of original music series we've been doing for 6 or 7 years there at the White Horse.
All right.
And then I play every Wednesday at the Black Mountain Brewing.
Okay, so you're playing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you came over to our direction, though, I think, perhaps at least in part because you have a new record. And it's a pretty cool idea. It's a compilation of a lot of your work over the years. So tell us a little about this project.
Yeah, thank you. The Best of Jay Brown. It spans my whole musical career, which started, hard for me to say this, but in 1996. So the first song, the earliest song on that compilation is from my first album, which was done in 1996. My dad recorded that before he actually had a full-fledged studio. Now he runs a Higher Ground studio in Birmingham.
Okay.
When I have all these CDs, and I thought I should get the ones that, get the songs off all these discs that people have talked about over the years, or the ones that my kids like, and put them on one disc. And then I ended up, in the meantime, writing about a dozen songs, so I put those on there as well. So it's a big compilation.
It's a triple CD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, very cool. You have some copies today over on the merch table, I believe?
I do, yeah.
For those who are not here in the audience, where can they find them?
Well, on my website, jbrownmusic.com, you can find them there.
Okay. Is this all also streaming in various places as well?
Yes, I believe it is all out there.
All out there, yeah. Nowadays you just push a button and say, send it everywhere.
Yes, that's what I did.
That's kind of how it works.
Right.
All right, well, very cool. Well, let's get back to some more music.
Sure. Let's see. So, thinking about all the old legends, been thinking about Gordon Lightfoot lately, so I'd like to do a Gordon Lightfoot song. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost in a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me, and I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts would tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. I'd walk away like a movie star that gets burned in the three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen, the play of the scene, while bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real, I never thought I could feel this way, and I got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost in a wishing well, a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. But stories always end, and if you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. Here's from the band. Here's one from Robbie Robertson. Boards on the window, mail by the door. Why would anybody leave so quickly for Ophelia? Where have you gone? The old neighborhood just ain't the same. Nobody knows just what became of Ophelia. Tell me what went wrong. Was it something that somebody said? Honey, you know we broke the rules. Was somebody up against the law? Honey, you know I'd die for you. They got your number, scared and running, but I'm still waiting for the second coming of Ophelia. Please darken my door. Was it something that somebody said? Honey, you know we broke the rules. Was somebody up against the law? Honey, you know I'd die for you. Ashes of laughter, the ghost is clear. Why do the best things always disappear like Ophelia? Please come back home. Thank you. Thanks so much, y'all. Here's one. It's kind of an ode to public radio. Send this out to WDVX. Inspired by working a job, which was not a bad job at all, except that the cook insisted on playing the same classic rock station every day. And to me, it seemed like I was hearing the same 12 songs on a loop. And I kept waiting for the deep cuts, and they just never came. So finally I said, you know, if I'm going to have to listen to Life is a Highway by White Lion one more time, I'm just going to have to find another job. And so that's what happened, and I wrote this song. It's called The Radio These Days. Well, where is the love? On the radio today, there's mountains of music just wasting away. This country has been blessed with a billion great songs, so why do they keep playing Bang a Gong? We shouldn't have to listen to Barracuda 5 times a day if we're not in the mood. And the same goes for Rat, White Snake and Poison. Take the tight pants off, boys, and put corduroys on. And where is the love on the radio these days? Jimi Hendrix did more than just Purple Haze. And the DJ keeps saying he was born to rock, but I bet he just says that when he's on the clock. Well, these classic rock stations seem to have the sole function of decreasing uniqueness while increasing production. But I don't feel like working, I feel more like dying every day when they play that same song by White Lion. So where is the love on the radio now? Rock and roll ain't a brand on a corporate cash cow. But even if it was, and it just said moo, it still would sound better than the swill that they spew. And where is the love on this radio abyss? Only one place, and that's public access. So send your contributions and keep them around and thank them for being the saviors of sound. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll do a song I wrote for my kids. This is called Rainbow Children, and I got that name from my mom. That's what she called our kids. I was playing last night in Black Mountain, a place called the Grocery, and all three of my kids were there, and they kind of stole the show, you know, came up and sang, and they were dancing, and it was kind of like a video for this song, although by the time I sang this song, they had gone home, but... Turned on the news today, then I wondered what I'd done that for. It's another doozy of a day with the bombings and the guns and war. Then the president will have a say, and he'll say it like he just turned 4. How did finding meaning get this hard? I walked out to feel the day and to hear a little morning song. They sing it out as they jump and play, and they never heard a singing wrong. Well, there is something make you feel alright when every other little thing feels wrong. Rainbow children dancing in the yard. Rainbow children, that is what they are. Thought about what the world could be if it didn't have to be so tough. If hungry people had their needs for free and all the wealthy said enough's enough. People say it isn't nature's way, as if nature's just a greedy wolf. How did greedy people get this far? If you take all their BS for true, well, I guess that that's the true you get. And if they get you in their game, you're through and you're losing any way you bet. Something true that I bear witness to, a son and daughter sunny day duet. Rainbow children dancing in the yard. Rainbow children, that is what they are. They have nothing to do with all this misery. They know it can be true that all the kids are free. They can nurture the truth for all they wish to be. There's another loose tooth in this great mystery. Got a little gig to play and we love to bring the kids along. They sing it out as they jump and play, and they never heard a singing wrong. Well, there is something make you feel alright when every other little thing feels wrong. Rainbow children dancing in the bar. Rainbow children, that is what they are. Thank you. My brother and me on the seashore, still in the age of wonder. Such colors we'd never seen before, and of them we're made up under. We carried those sea stones back home, across 7 states. But of all those magic colors, there wasn't a trace. You lasso the moon, you won't see it shine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. You may be a big shot billionaire with your own jet airliner, buying up houses everywhere full of expensive china, losing your cool when they get your order wrong. You know all the best attorneys, but not the best songs. Check out the birds, you won't hear them whine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. My children and me will see as one. I know they'll give me their blessing. Some good things are free, like having fun, jumping in leaves and laughing. But some things you have to pay for. So we go to work, and there'll be another day for just going berserk. So sing like a bird and feel like you're flying. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. So sing like a bird and feel like you're flying. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine. Nothing is yours, nothing is mine.
Jay Brown on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. You got some more for us?
Absolutely.
2 or 3 more songs, maybe?
Sure.
Want to do 3?
Sure.
That sounds good. Well, while I'm breaking in here for just a second, I will tell you that we got lots of great music coming up on the Blue Plate Special. We've got Lena Anderson and Rose Hawley next Monday. Coming up on the big plate next Friday, we've got Mama Fuma, and all the way around the next Saturday, we'll have Luke Powers and Caleb Garrett. So you always tune in to the Blue Plate Special at noon, 6 days a week. But we got some time for some more music right now. So let's get back to some more music from Jay Brown.
Thank you. Here's one called Empathy and Comedy. Empathy and comedy, may they fill the lives that come to be. There's sugar in the sand, extracted by the ones that stand up for this humanity. Comedy and empathy, that double bill is still a rarity. The pacifists who killed our pride made us laugh until we cried. The blessed hilarity. Empathy and comedy, may they combat all this misery, all this screaming in the dust, bringing things from bad to worse, these macho men and drama queens. But comedy and empathy, let you laugh off all your apathy. And you'll be grateful if you try it, to be gentle and a riot with graceful delivery. Empathy and comedy, maybe they can save democracy. When the news is rather bleak and the ads they run for weeks just drain the economy. But comedy and empathy may be the only freedoms that stay free. The silver lining of a laugh, even if it's all you have, can stand up to tyranny. The silver lining of a laugh, even if it's all you have, can stand up to tyranny. Thank you. Thanks a lot, folks. Well, I'll close with a couple of songs I wrote for my father-in-law. And I wrote 2 songs for him because writing songs for him was easier than talking to him. So I wrote the first one during sort of the courting years when I was, still sort of struggling to gain acceptance, And Aditi and I were in a long-distance relationship the first couple of years, and so I was driving from spending some time with her and her family in Augusta, Georgia, back to Boone, North Carolina, and I wrote this song in the car on the way up, sort of expressing all of the things that I could never in a million years say my future father-in-law's face. I would never be able to say these things. But I sang this song to Aditi and her two brothers one night, and they fell on the floor laughing, which was a surprise to me because I hadn't realized that it was funny. But they said, "You've got to play that song for the engagement party coming up. The whole community is going to be there, and you've just got to do it." And I'm like, I could never do that. And they were very persistent. So finally, I talked myself into doing it. And the day came for the big unveiling. Basically, it was like an unveiling of me. Here I am stealing the crown jewel of the Augusta Indian community away, this strange long-haired hippie with a guitar. So I had talked myself into playing this song, and I was up there. They had microphones and everything. It was a very captive audience. Everybody was very curious, and my Aditi's two brothers came up and said, "You're not really going to play that song, are you?" But it was too late to turn back. So. Dr. Sethi, I'm in love with your daughter. The world's a desert and she's cool water. I know I don't fit the part, fair skin and a poet's heart, but our love is off the charts, Dr. Sethi. I understand you stand on tradition, but I'm a man and I'm on a mission. You know you can't change the stars. To get to her I could bend steel bars. Tied family ties leave scars, Dr. Sethi. Dr. Sethi, I'm in love with your daughter. The world's a desert and she's cool water. You know that she's come of age. Her eyes shine with the soul of a sage. Don't keep a bird in a cage, Dr. Sethi.
That's Jay Brown on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We can get one more song here and just to say, how did that go when you played it at the engagement party?
Well, so his friend stood up and said, "This is the first time that he's ever been speechless." So.
All right, very good. So I thank everybody for coming out today. Thank everybody out in Radio Land, everybody who's watching. If you want to follow Jay's music, it is at jbrownmusic.com. If you're in the audience, I hope you'll go say hi to him over at the merch table and make him feel welcome here in Knoxville. But let's close out with one more.
Thanks so much. It's been such a pleasure, y'all. Thank you for being here and listening. You could maybe understand why after a few years and after Aditi and I got married, I was still being forced to play this song anytime there was a family gathering. So you may could relate to the need for a sequel. because I felt like it just wasn't, it was a little anachronistic. So there was a big one-year wedding anniversary party coming up, and I knew that they were going to ask for Dr. Sethi, so I knew I needed a replacement. So I wrote this song, Dr. Sethi #2, for that, and see if you can detect just a subtle change in tone here. Dr. Sethi, your eyes and mine are fixed upon the same star. Though we watch from worlds apart, the sweetest sound to ever fill my humble home is humming still within your heart. I recall the tears you cried the night your child became my bride. 7 times around the flame we share a life, a love, a name. And though the years have moved her many miles, when you see her now, you see your smiling child. Dr. Sethi, you could have done what so many have done before. You could have locked your daughter's door. But when I asked, with humble heart and hair a mess, something made you tell me yes. This child, you said, is touched by God. I said I'd felt this all along. You asked would I provide for her. I said she'd be my pride and work. And though these calloused hands no riches hold, each year a little more our garden grows. Dr. Sethi, so many times I stumble through my words to you, hoping not to sound untrue. But after all, there's only one thing that I want to say to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Jay Brown, Real Live Music right here in downtown Knoxville. And I told you we were just going to wrap it right up after the last song, but I do want you to finish that story. You all are still together after how many years?
Yeah, well, it's been like coming up on 20.
20 years and three kids.
3
so
kids, yeah. And Dr. Sethi still to this day will cry a little bit when I play that song, and I like to remind him those tears are very different from the ones you cried when we first met.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope everybody will join us next time for more real live music on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.